God said, I want to curse these certain people.
Check it out. Just
Okay? So let's see what the curse is that the Most High talks about. Go to 46. Yeah, 46. 20 and 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
You hear what that says? So it says these curses, what do we do?
And shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So these curses going to be a sign and a wonder upon these people. Like when you look at McDonald's, you see the sign, right? You know that's McDonald's, right? Or you look at Burger King, you know that's a sign, that's Burger King. This is what the Most High is saying, right?
For a sign and upon thy seed forever.
So it's going to be upon our people forever, right?
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
So we didn't want to serve our power. That's what our people understand. Okay? Like today. Today is a Sabbath day, right? Just something basic the Most High kept for himself. We're not supposed to buy. We're not supposed to sell. Okay? We're supposed to rest upon the Most High gave us.
That's right.
When you read Genesis, it talks about what? The seventh day the Lord rested, right? And the Sabbath day, right? Okay, go ahead and read it.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So what?
Shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So it said these particular people are going to serve their enemies. Now let me ask you a question. Is the enemy, is he your friend or is your enemy? Okay. Right. Read that verse again.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So it says our people, the so-called Negroes and Latinos, are going to serve their enemies. Okay, good.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
So let me ask you something, sis. When we, as a people, when we have to go get food, where do we have to go to? To who? To who, though? Where do we get it from?
Physical food.
Our physical food. Where do we have to go to? Our enemy, right? Right. Okay, so let's explain a little more, man.
And in thirst.
And what?
And in thirst.
So anything our people want to get water, we got to go to our enemy. Okay? Good.
And in nakedness, and in want of all things.
One of all things, our people, we have to go to our enemy. Okay? Good.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Now the Bible is strictly clear what it says. This person will put a yoke of iron upon our people's neck, right?
What is that right there?
So when you go into history about people, so we're not lying about the history, right? The history backs up to what we're saying. So what nation of people had yoke of iron upon their neck, right? Wasn't that the so-called blacks? The Latinos too, because they went into captivity first. They don't think they went into captivity under the so-called white man, but they did. But right before us, we was the last people of the tribe to be into captivity. Okay, so then it says a yoke of iron, but.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So they have destroyed thee physically and mentally of our people. Okay, that's why when I ask our people what is their nationality, if you're old enough, or if you're in your 70s, you might say, I'm Negro. If you ask a person of today, you might say, I'm African American. Okay? So if you ask those things, but at the same time, but if you ask them at the same time, what is their nationality, our people, they don't know. Okay? So how can we be the same people on the boat, right? I'll take, for instance, like the conscious communities, as you know, they call themselves Africans, right? One guy called himself Muslim, the other one's the African, the other one's Egyptian, right? But I'm looking at them like, y'all look the same to me. Y'all don't look like those people over there who y'all call, quote unquote, your people. Okay?
I don't know.
So keep it, we'll show some more.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flight.
Now the Most High being specific what he's talking about. Read that verse again.
And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flight.
So now, sis, let me ask you a question. What is America's symbol?
Take $1 out your pocket, look on the back.
We look on the back of the dollar. It's an eagle, right? So this is the research that our people have to understand. So when you go into the research, right, it's as swift as an eagle, right? Now you got to go into history. Where was the first white empire? Do you know that? You know what was the first white empire? It was before the Romans. Who was ruling before the Romans? See, this is the missing piece that the churches don't teach and our people don't understand. It was the Greeks. Okay? That was the first
That's pretty good.
That was the first, right. That was the first white empire. And guess who started to rule during that time? Okay? Right. It was Alexander the Great. You ever heard of him? So that was the first white empire, and that's recorded in the Bible. And we can show you the Bible. Give me that Maccabees. Okay? So go ahead, keep reading.
As swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young.
Right, so when they captured our people, they destroyed our people. Doing what? Right, everything. So when you go into the history of the Greeks, when they came into power, when they came in power into the earth, okay, they started ruling the earth. I'm going to show you out of the Bible. Good. Maccabees, I think it's 1:1.
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander the son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, and has smitten Darius the king of the Persians and Medes.
So the Persians and Medes was of a dark nation too. Okay, the Persians and Medes, when you go into history. And this is what the churches don't teach our people. Because when you read the Bible is a history. It's a history of a people, okay? Not only that, but it's a history of what's going to come to pass to get us out of the hell that we're in. Also, right?
That he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
So that was the first over Greece, was Alexander the Great. Go ahead, keep reading.
And made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth.
So Alexander grew, and he slew the kings of the earth during that time, right?
And went through the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up. And he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries, and nations, and kings, who became tributaries unto him. And after these he fell sick, and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them, when he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years, and then died. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
So when he died, they all put crowns upon themselves. Go ahead.
So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. And
yeah, so evil multiplied in the earth when they came into power. Okay? So when they came into power, then you have the other nations came in. Okay? Like Spain, Germany, Britain, and out of Britain you came out of America. Okay? When you go into the history of all that, okay? It clearly breaks down. That's why, give me Revelation 1 and 3. Revelation 1 and 3. This is why people have to read. They had to pick up the Bible and read. Even Christ himself said, man, pick up the Bible and read. Listen what he says.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
Wait, what?
Blessed is he that readeth.
This is Christ telling our people. Blessed are those that readeth. Go ahead.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things that are written therein, for the time is at hand.
So the time is at hand. So what are the things we have to keep as a people of the Most High? Like the Sabbath, we were talking about earlier. That we got to keep the Sabbath, meaning that's what to buy yourself. Okay? So let's go to another one. We'll go to Leviticus 19 and 27. I'll show you another law that our people are not keeping. And these are just basic things. Yeah. You got it?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 27. You shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
So the brothers, our men is supposed to be walking around beards on their face. Okay? They're not supposed to look like they at 40 trying to look like they 10. Right. Okay, good.
Have I heard that?
Verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
So meaning that we're not supposed to make any cutting in the flesh of the dead, like when their mama died, their daddy died. You know what I mean? So when you put cutting in the flesh, meaning like tattoos as of today. Okay, but it's okay. You didn't know that. Okay, but now you know. So now you know now. So you ain't supposed to put no more tattoos on your body. Okay, go ahead. Keep.
Nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
We're not supposed to do as a people. That's another law. Okay? So Go to Leviticus 11, and yeah, we'll get that in a second. So these are just little like baby steps that we haven't learned as a people. Okay, go ahead.
The book of Leviticus 11 and verse 7. It says, and the swine.
You know what?
And the swine.
You know what the swine is, sis? You know, when you look it up, the word swine is pig. Right. No. Read it again.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So he said, the Most High said the pig is unclean to our people. Okay? Go to the last two verses. Go ahead.
Verse 8, of their flesh shall ye not eat.
So this is the Most High speaking to us, saying, I don't want you to eat, okay, the pork. Okay, go ahead.
And their carcasses shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Is that the last two verses? Yeah, 11 and 46. Yeah, 46, 47.
Verse 46, this is the law of the beasts and of the fowl and of every living creature that moveth in the waters and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth, to make a difference between the unclean and the clean.
So he made everything on the earth, but he's also telling these people, I made the clean and the unclean. Okay, go ahead.
In between the beasts that may be eaten and the beasts that may not be eaten.
So the beasts that you may be eaten and the things that may not be eaten. Okay? So the Most High put it there in the Bible for a reason. Why did he put that in the Bible for a reason? Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Hosea, so are you following what he's saying? Huh? Oh,
okay.
That's what's up.
You know,
That's what's up.
What do he
stuff to look at on YouTube?
Is that right? That's what's up.
Holy people.
Oh man, that's a blessing to have somebody like that in your family.
Okay.
And he be talking about the Israelites?
Yeah.
He really don't tell you about
this. Check this out. This is why he don't want us to eat it. Okay?
The book of Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
He said these people are special people unto him. So that's why he don't want these certain people, the so-called Negroes and Latinos, to eat the pork.
Seventh-day Adventists ain't gonna teach
or
you
the
this.
crabs. Read it again.
Ain't gonna teach you this.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Israelites.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You know what above means? You know what above means? Right. So basically, the Most High is telling you that he created a certain people on the earth. But somebody has a problem with that the Most High has chosen a certain people on the earth to be unto him. Okay? But according to the Bible, you read the Bible, you say your brother's what, Seventh-day Adventist? Your uncle. Okay. But you can't find Seventh-day Adventists in here.
I got that.
Yeah. You can't find Seventh-day Adventists in here. All you're going to find is, thus said the Lord Israel, my people Israel, O Jacob. Okay? Good.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Right. So he's taught us statutes and commandments. Right.
Not Baptist.
Right. So that's what we have to understand. But give me the prophet. No, we got the prophet. Give me the prophet 4 and 1. Give me that. Yeah. Give me that. What you about to work on? Yeah. This is another law I'm gonna show you, sis. Good.
It's the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
You know what modest apparel is? Huh? What is it? You ever see like a sister that's covered, that she doesn't reveal everything? So that's what the Most High want our women. They want them to be modest.
That's what's up. You gotta hear this.
Okay,
this is about us, man.
That the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls and costly array, but with godliness, with good works.
Yeah.
So that's what the Most High wants our women to be. Okay?
That's our spirit. Yeah, that's our spirit. That's what we do.
You remember some of the laws I just
we're trying to convince our people that this is them. It's a hard thing for them to wake up. It's actually easy.
Like what?
But
Like,
they make it hard.
what we talk about?
Because
The pork,
they're
right?
Unbelief, man.
Okay, you forgot about that one, right? The Sabbath. It's okay. Well, you got. It's okay, but you got the you got the flyer now. You got the. It's all in there. What I just quoted in there. It's all in that flyer now. That's how I was putting judgment on earth for a reason.
All right, brother. Shalom.
Just like he destroyed his people when into captivity. What do you think he'll do to the white man when he comes back? You think he? Right.
He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
So he destroyed his own soul because he slept with another man's wife, right?
A wound and dishonor shall he get.
So the Most High tell you, a wound and dishonor he shall get, right?
And his reproach shall not be wiped away.
So his whoremonger is not going to be wiped away, right?
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
So when a man finds out that his wife is sleeping around, guess who's going to come to first?
No mercy.
He's going to come. He's going to straight right, brother.
Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
When a man finds out his wife
You
can,
know how to put that rage in a man.
by another man,
You can say, man,
his
I
rage
get
is going to be towards
$1,000
that man. Okay, man?
He will not regard any ransom. He will not regard any ransom.
He don't want that money. He's so angry, okay? Because when you look at the jail of our people, probably 85% of our people, our brothers in jail because of a woman. I mean, I don't put it like that, but it's because of that, because of jealousy.
Sister, check this out.
Okay, good.
Neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts.
Right. So you get many gifts as you want. When another man hit another man's wife, I don't want your money. I want to kill you. That's the judgment's going to happen.
Hey, what's the first thing the other dude say? Why you acting so simple?
Give me 2861.
It's just a woman.
Yeah.
2861. We're going to bring that one out.
It's my rib.
But I'm going to show you another one. I'm going to show you how the Most High also get our people that's whoremongering. Okay?
What do you say?
Our women too. I'm going to show you how the Most High get our people that's whoremongering too, man.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 61. And every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
So every sickness. So our brothers and sisters that want to be whoremongers, the Most High says he's going to put the sickness upon our people. Okay? So there's a judgment of things that we do. But we have to understand there's consequences to things that we do. Okay? So our job is what? Give me Ezekiel 3:17.
Anything can happen, man.
The book of Tobit, chapter 13 and verse 6. If you turn to him with your whole heart and with your whole mind and deal uprightly before him, then he will turn unto you and will not hide his face.
Give me 1 Kings 8:46. What did I tell you to get? Yeah, 3:17. 3:17.
The book of
3:11.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 11. And go and get thee of them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them and tell them, thus saith the Lord God, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
See that, sis?
All right, y'all can cross.
Read it again one more time.
And go and get thee to them of the captivity.
So it says, go and get thee of the captivity. Meaning, wherever you go, the people are the ghettos of our people, the so-called Negroes and Latinos. That's what we're supposed to speak to our people. Okay, go ahead.
And unto the children of thy people.
So it says, of thy people, meaning my people. So the Most High loved these people, the so-called Negroes and Latinos. Okay, go ahead.
And speak unto them and tell them, thus saith the Lord God, whether they will hear,
whether you will hear this word, you walk by. Okay, brother.
Or whether they will forbear.
You just go. That's what Most High says. But this is our job. Go to 17.
Verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So, you know what a watchman does? You ever watch one of those castles? And they have like a tower?
Yeah, the people on the tower.
Right. So that's what the Most High put us as. So we're watchmen upon our people right now. Because they destroyed, they don't know. Okay? Read that again.
Verse 17. And son of man, I made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth.
You're hearing this word, right? We ain't talking to them like, yeah, listen to me, what I'm saying. What the Bible says, right?
And give them warning from me.
Give them what?
And give them warning from me.
The Bible says you're giving you warning now. You mark now. Right, right?
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked of his wicked way.
Right, so how the Most High does it, now he flipped it on us now. Now we know who we are. Now he said, if we don't warn you, the Most High is going to judge us. Okay? This is what this verse is saying. What?
From his wicked way to save his life.
So what?
To save his life.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to save our people's lives, the so-called Negroes and Latinos. Okay? Yeah?
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
So we're going to die of our sins if I don't tell you, sis, hey, keep the commandments. Okay? Right.
But his blood I will require at thine hand. Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way.
And that's what we're doing now. We're telling our people with the mic. Whether they're here, whether they're prepared, everybody's walking by. How many people stop? Maybe 2 or 3, if that. Okay, good.
Nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
We delivered our soul now. Now the blood is on your hand now. Right. So now it's going to be up to you what you're going to do with it. Whether the brother across the street here, he heard it. But when the time of judgment will come, most are going to say, what are you talking about? And my prophet's right there amongst you right across the street telling you to keep the law.
Last night.
Right.
What happened?
Bro,
okay.
We was out there
tell him, Bernard. Tell him, you grab the mic.
Right. We was out there, me and this brother here, we was out there pushing the word last night. Not 20 feet away from us, somebody got shot. You understand? Fell on the ground and everything, you know, and we was out there reproving. The brother walked past the camp. We say, hey man, you know you an Israelite. It's time to keep the laws and repent. Not 2 minutes later, the brother was shot. And all Jake started scattering, and we just standing there still pushing the word. And then people wanted to come, bruh, didn't people want to come listen after we, here, say it, man.
Yeah, people wanted to come listen after the brother got shot, but we was warning them hours beforehand, and they were surprised and confounded at what happened. But the Most High showed what happened when you defiling his Sabbath. That's right.
Yeah, it was on the Sabbath day, yeah.
That was on the Sabbath day, which is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, not Sunday. According to the Bible, it's Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
That's just like that brother's shirt right there. That's why you're wearing it.
See it right there?
Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
Right. Right.
That's the real Sabbath.
Right.
This is the book of Ezra, chapter 10 and verse 11. Now therefore, make confession unto the Lord of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people of the land.
So that's what we got to do now. So how we separate people from the land? By keeping the Most High's laws. Stop eating shrimp, crabs, pork. Like I said, there's judgment when you eat those
I know you
things.
done heard this truth before.
Okay.
I done seen truth.
Beth, you got that Hebrews?
Well, can I shake y'all hand?
Sis, we got one more scripture for you before you go. Just one more. Hebrews
One more
chapter 10.
scripture for tomorrow.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25. Sisters, check this out. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
The Most High is going to judge those people that's whoremongering out there. Okay? That's why it says marriage is honorable. But our people destroyed, they don't understand that. Okay? That's why the Most High trying to wake up our people, come back to the laws, start taking care of your kids, take care of your wife. Okay? So that's why the Most High, read it again.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
God's going to judge all those whoremongers, the brothers and the sisters. Okay? One more verse when you go off. Go ahead.
The last one says. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much more, the more, as ye see the day approaching.
Right. So we got to gather ourselves together. That's what we're doing. That's why when Christ talk about building the kingdom of heaven, this is how you build the kingdom of heaven. Okay, according to the Bible. Okay.
This is the word of the Lord of hosts. I took you from the pastures and from following the sheep to be prince over my people Israel. I have been with you wherever you have gone and have destroyed all the enemies in your path. I will make you a great name among the great ones of the earth. I will assign a place for my people in Israel. There I will plant them, and they shall dwell in their own land.